for me to be signed, and that's where it all begins. That's where it all starts. And for me, that's really the big, poignant moment in my career so far, because that's what I've been working for my whole life. So to get signed and now to have people invest in what you do, to start putting out an album, and I expect to put out an album at least the end of this year or the beginning of next.
Awesome.
Very nice. Thank you, Stefano. Now, Paul McDonald. Paul, here's a question that hopefully this microphone works now.
We'll try it.
We found what appears to be an on button. Hopefully that'll do it.
All right, it's working good. All right.
So, is there a lag time back to the show, the tape of the show? Is there a lag time from the initial rehearsals to? Is there some months before the live shows start? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well it kind of depends on how far along you go in the show, but I think Scotty. I mean, did Scotty have any downtime? Maybe like a week.
Yeah.
But you know,
Tops.
Yeah, he had about a week time off, so he's been going constantly. But for us, we had a few weeks here and there off, where we got to go home for a little bit. Which I went home, and it was right during the tornadoes. In fact, like when Alabama's tornadoes hit, so I went back and there was no power. I was like, man, this stinks. I can't
Where's the parade? Where's my house?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
So. But it was good to see the family for a little bit, and then now we're back. You know, we've been doing this for almost 3 months. Yeah.
So you've been away from home for 3 months?
Yeah, I haven't really been back. When I went back to Alabama, I didn't have time to see anybody or anything because of tornadoes, and everyone was just all over the place. So I'm gonna try to go back over Christmas, and that'll kind of be my hometown visit a year later.
I actually stayed in LA. I didn't even go home. I stayed after I got kicked off the show. I started working, networking, building on the relationships that I made on the show. And I didn't get home actually till a couple days after the finale, and only stayed home for about 3 or 4 days, and then went back for the tour rehearsals.
So your parents must miss you.
Oh yeah, I haven't been home.
Our folks
3 or
are
4
hopefully.
days.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Have they come out to see the show?
Yeah, my parents, when we went out to Washington, to Seattle, we went and
that's my phone.
we went and saw it.
Jen's a radio professional.
Oh yes, I know.
I forgot to mute that. Sorry.
But yeah, Seattle, and then everywhere on the West Coast. Really, I have family everywhere, so they all came out and saw me. It was cool.
So what are some funny stories that have happened to you guys on the tour? I mean, anything in particular with the way, because you guys are for 3 months, you said you're hanging out, you guys are all spending a lot of time with one another. Is there anything that we should know about?
Yeah,
Spill some secrets, Paul.
we do a handful of pranks on the tour. There's a constant prank that goes on that we actually got Scotty McCreery with yesterday.
Yes.
It's in the green room, the locker room, backstage. Occasionally folks will take showers before the show. And we have a nice cold bucket of ice that sits, with our beverages in there. So yesterday,
Scotty.
So Scotty got iced?
yeah, Scotty got ice pretty good.
Pretty
And
good.
we always make sure it's pretty good. We got Jacob.
We got Jacob
in Salt Lake City.
bad.
And you guys you're gonna get it soon. You know
Oh
that.
that's why we're trying to not take showers at the venue, so we don't get iced. But Casey does some good Photoshop work too.
Yeah, Photoshop is definitely another one that he does. That Casey, and we got Scotty again yesterday with a photo that we did.
Is he dumb?
No.
Is he easily duped, Scott? Can you really try him?
No, Scotty's a man. He knows what's up. But we got him with this Photoshop pretty. I mean, we got everybody.
Yeah.
We put it on an actual site.
It looked like it was on the front page of Yahoo News. And it's because we filmed him getting iced. It was like nude photos released of Scotty McCreery, and he was like, "What? Who's just in this dude? How is it on the front cover of Yahoo?"
TMZ.
And we're like, "Dude, it's crazy."
Let's bring in Pia Toscano. Pia,
Hi.
welcome
How
to
are
Massachusetts.
Thank you for having me here.
What has been, in your time on the tour, what's been the favorite place that you've seen so far?
A favorite place so far? Honestly, I really... What? Well, it was New York, my hometown. I was so happy to be home because I haven't been home since February. And I'll just go home to do press here and there. I love Nashville. I love Seattle. Chicago was awesome too. We've been to a lot of cool places.
Yeah.
Is there any, Jen and I work together, and we have for 8 years, and sometimes things, it's a long car ride. Sometimes you're not best friends. Has there been like fights, or does everybody get along all the time?
Well, we occasionally argue like brother and sister. We bicker back and forth, but it's all out of fun, and we love each other. We really do, right, guys?
Yeah.
No, like,
but
Yeah, whatever.
and me and Paul, we get along so well. Me and Stefano, we sing together every single night, so we do love each other. Occasionally, we bicker back and forth, but it's all in good fun.
So Pia, tell us about your single and what you're working on right now.
I have a single called This Time Out right now, and I'm working on my album as well. We're about 8 songs in, and it should be released sometime during November.
That's got to be exciting for you.
Yeah, it's been really cool. I'm really honored. Like, I feel it's awesome to be able to perform it every single night, and I'm excited for what's to come.
And how much say do you have on the show of what you sing, or is it all dictated still by American Idol?
On the tour.
On the tour, yeah.
We're given, we're guided into a certain direction. We pretty much have a say on what we want to do, and they give us their input and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. We finally get to go out there every single night. There's not so much pressure, like being judged after every single song. We just get to have a good time.
And watching the show this season was cool at the thought that Steven Tyler or Jennifer Lopez would perform. Has that happened yet on the tour? Have they shown up and said, let's sit in and do a show?
No, well, Randy
showed up to one
yeah.
show, which was nice. But other than that, the judges, they got their own careers to worry about. So
Yeah, they're off doing the next season. And stuff
Exactly,
like that, so.
exactly.
Well, this show saved Jennifer Lopez's career.
well, yeah, very.
This show is her career.
Yeah, it's very nice of you to acknowledge that. And we feel the same way. But excuse me.
I enjoyed being in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good movie.
Come on, man.
What's going on here?
I know Jennifer's
I
going to
like
come
that
find you. So this is the
Alright.
end of the tour for you guys. Is that correct? You guys are winding the tour down. You guys are wrapping up.
Yeah, this is it. I think we got about 7 more shows, and then we head out to the Philippines, which is going to be pretty wild. But,
Oh my gosh! So you take it overseas?
yeah, the first tour to take it overseas, which is pretty wild. So we're really excited to do that. Very honored, and it's going to be pretty insane.
Now you were saying, Stefano, before, was this the most watched episode or season of American Idol, or most voted on? I seem to remember.
Of course, most voted on for sure. Most watched, I'm not sure. All I know is that we've been praised from not only the viewers but also the industry, the talent, number one, where we're going with our careers, and just being the best season ever. On all levels, so that's just really it feels
And I think
good
the
to be
new
a part of it.
judges really gave it some credibility.
It
Having
did.
Jennifer
It brought back
Lopez
the
and
shows,
Steven.
is what I've been told, having Steven Tyler and Jennifer
Seriously,
Lopez.
it
It's
really
like,
did. It was
whoa,
fun
it's
to
a breath
watch.
of fresh air,
Exactly.
something new.
And they're real American Idols. We've said that before, and they're true American Idols, and to have them on the judging panel, and have them critique you and have them give you their 2-piece and really their high. They know it all. They know what's up, and they know the industry. So to get critique from them was great.
Have you guys heard from anybody from seasons past to let you know what the experience would be like on the show or on the tour?
We've met like Katie Stevens, Melinda Doolittle, Mandisa, David Cook. They've all come back, and they've told us we're doing a great job and all that stuff. And Allison Urhida, they said that this was going to be like the funnest, most fun summer ever, and we have been having a really good time. And it's a lot of hard work, but yeah, they've been they're really cool. And they were just telling us when we were in tour rehearsals how it was going to be and what we're going to do after every night after the shows and all that stuff. So it was cool.
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time
Thank you
to talk
so
to us.
much.
Yeah, no problemo.
And the city is on fire trying to get tickets to see you guys tonight.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be a great night.
It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Sweet.